Step 3 is to swap the shop talk. Let's show how that works. Which one of these is shop talk and which one is the good swap? B is the shop talk. A is the recommended alternative. Stormwater has been studied fairly well. And regular folks out there tend to react in a couple of ways. One is it just fell from the sky, so it must be clean. You would be amazed at how many people go through their life. They see storm drains and storm sewers everywhere they go. They have absolutely no idea, unless it's actually raining at that moment and there's water running into the drain at that moment, they're totally oblivious to the fact that it's even there. Now, I think drains to stream signs are a really good idea, but they don't get over the fundamental fact that people aren't paying attention to that. Think about polluted runoff. A lot of folks are a little bit vague on what runoff is, but they don't like pollution. They immediately don't like pollution. If it's polluted runoff, that's bad. No explanation required. Natural area is preferred. For a lot of folks out there, they hear the word open space, and what they envision is that vacant lot between two buildings, and there's a bum sleeping on the bench, and it's full of broken glass and garbage. And God, wouldn't it be great if you put TGI Fridays in there? That's the thing that can be challenging about this is some people get it, some people don't. Family activities is the preferred. Family, the word family is a little bit like MSG for food. You know, you can just put it all in there, makes everything better. If you put in too much, if you really overdo it, it'll taste a little bit funny, but just the right amount really makes a big difference. All of the studies that have been done on outdoor recreation and what most people feel is the most important about that recreation is that it's relaxing and they do it with their families. That is the number one attraction for your normal recreationalist. And some of us are a little bit hardcore, some of us want the wilderness, some of us want the solitude, but that is the behavior of the avid minority, not the majority. Family togetherness is one of the major selling points of outdoor activity. A is the recommended alternative. Tourism is a word that we kind of get ourselves in trouble with sometimes. It is the tendency of folks like ourselves to hold up tourism as our economic argument. We got to save the river because people are going to come boat and fish here and they're going to spend money in the community, and so saving the river is important for the economy. That's what we tend to say. Two problems with that. One is that most people just don't really buy it. They do not believe that boating, fishing, people buying gas, people eating at the deli is a major provider of jobs as a general matter. And the second is, for the great majority of Americans who do not have college degrees, tourism industry isn't really a very attractive place to work. Doesn't pay very well, benefits aren't very good, not a lot of self-respect. I'd really rather be a union driver for the coal company, drive that truck, get full benefits, pension, all that stuff. About 70% of people hear the word sprawl or read this word sprawl and understand it the same way we mean it. Most people, but not all people. The first time I got involved with this kind of market research is a number of years back, and was involved in a number of focus groups. The focus group guide started out talking about clean water and polluted water, and as long as we were talking about clean water and polluted water, we were doing great. We want the water to be clean because it's safe and healthy for our kids. Who are those polluters? Why aren't we holding them accountable? Whose responsibility is it to keep this water clean? And then the moderator would hit question number 3, start talking about water quality, and the conversation would turn to taste. Taste is what some number of people out there, I don't know how many, that's their primary association with water quality. Hard and soft is a big association with water quality. People start saying, is it going to get the shampoo out of my hair? Is that what you mean? Confidence is really important in people's response, and if they're not confident that they understand, they're not going to do much. Now, the last step is insert the words that work. And there is a list of about 25 words that I'm going to circulate right now. Some words are better than others. Some words are better than others. And I have prepared a list of 25 words that have magic superpowers. And basically, here's your top 10. Oh, there's health. Look at that in the top 10. Oh, there's children in the top 10. Oh, here's something about working together in the top 10. And I did this through several hundred market research studies, and the 25 words that come up over and over and over and over and over again are the ones that are on this list. Now, we talked before the break, we imagined the junior accountant up in the business office of the Classic Center. Now we are going to write an email to that person to get them to do that behavior that you identified, to get them to make that donation, to get them to volunteer. Now it's time to get them to get off a dime and do it. And it's a contest. It's not a poetry contest. But your assignment is to write a 50 to 75 word email to that person to get them to do it. And the winning team is the one that manages to shoehorn the most words that work into that 50.
Many under each section is possible.
Yeah.
Do your part.
Got it.
Working together,
Got it.
you can protect nature.
Here to ask.
What can you do? We could put that as a question instead of a statement.
Yeah, what can you do?
It's got to be under 75 words.
I'm going to start in the back corner here because I've been going around every other way. So now you know the rules, 75 words. And the more words that work that are in there,
Who's keeping
as
score?
long as it's complete, coherent sentences, that's the idea.
Pumping out septic tanks isn't trendy, but makes a difference and demonstrates responsibility. You can save money, plan ahead, balance freedom of choice with fairness and accountability.
We need to work
Invest
together
in future
to
generations.
control pollution so that our family, children, and future generations will have enough clean water.
By working together, we can ensure safe, healthy waters for all. It affects you. Do your part.
We need you to help us do your part.
Protect nature, conserve wildlife, control pollution.
Let us bring our family and children to protect nature, control pollution, conserve wildlife, and ensure there is enough clean water for future generations.
Ensure enough clean water for your family, children, and future generations. Water is life.
With a small investment using responsible practices, we can balance business accountability with healthy choices. Let's be accountable and responsible and obey the law.
That's all 25.
That's a democratic.
75 words on the dot.
I mean, when you get right down to it, this water words that work method, 4 simple steps, is a lot like teaching a little kid to ride a bicycle. It's that same, you can do it, yes you can, look how good you did. It's very nurturing for people who are at a very low state of confidence because almost all the time they're at the beginning of something that they perceive to be challenging. That is fundamentally what this is about. It is a recognition that confidence is the key to action, and you should focus on being encouraging. It is important to be encouraging. It is more important to be encouraging than it is to be informative. If you tell them what you want them to do, it helps them understand what you're then telling them later. Oh, they want me to come out and volunteer. Well, what's this volunteering about? They want me to give them money. Oh, well, what's the problem they're trying to solve? But if you just tell them about the problem, if you just give them information about the problem, they don't know where to grab onto it. And the reaction that we very often get out there is, oh yeah, that sounds serious. Good luck with that.